Welcome, everyone. Happy Tuesday, November 14th. It's crazy. We're already halfway through November. My name is Emily Otten, and I am going to be leading you guys through the call today. If you are on with us live, thank yourself for being here because I know we're still having some tech issues with the Facebook page and group, but hopefully we can figure out the streaming soon. But another reason just to show up to these calls live. So I have my little buddy here with me. If you hear someone chat, and it's just Olivia, and I am excited to really talk about how we're going to end this month strong and really the end of the year, because there's 48 days left in 2023, which is crazy, but with a few simple action steps that I'm going to give you guys today. Whether you are brand new or you've been in this community for a couple of months, a couple of years, maybe even decades, these action steps apply to all of us. So you might hear some things repeated from last week. And I was just thinking about it this morning as I was preparing for this call. The longer you're in this community, the longer you're in this business, you will notice that the principles remain the same. The things that we do that create an income, the things that we do that create actual income producing activities, for the most part remain the same. The way we do those things might change, the way systems come and go might change, but the principles remain the same. And that can be encouraging because if you get those simple things down and you can have accountability around those simple things, any of us can do this business. Any of us can create an impact, whether it's with 5 people, 50 people, or 5,000 people. So I'm going to go over some of that today, and I am going to share my screen really quick. We haven't shared this image in a minute. And this is just a reminder of what we do and how we do it. So there's 3 things that we do really well. Number 1, we eat and share Juice Plus. So hopefully you've embraced the products of Juice Plus. We have a pretty small focused product line of whole food products. So embrace the Juice Plus products, eat and share Juice Plus. Number 2, we build a qualified business, and that looks like about 18 quads. Of course, it's a little bit different with trios, but overall, building a qualified business with 18 quads or maybe even 9 families. Number 3, we invite others to join us and teach them to do the same. And your question is, well, how do you do that? Where do we start? So number 1, building belief in the Juice Plus product. I'm going to give you guys some incredible resources today. An incredible recording that is an audio. You can listen to it while you do the dishes or laundry or going on your walk, that will build massive belief in the Juice Plus product. So building your belief in the Juice Plus product, building your belief in the Juice Plus business. I'm going to give you some tools, and then building belief in this mission, showing up to these calls, being a part of our team, whether you're local to St. Louis or you're in Canada or Mexico, wherever you're at, you can plug into this team, plug into this mission, and build your belief in that and know that we are making a greater impact and we're better together. So those are some of the simple things that we do to create success. And I wanted to go over that. So like I said, there's 48 days left in the year, and I just want to help all of you and even myself make each day count. I don't know about you, but sometimes you can get really excited about, like, okay, we've got events going. I've got people I'm talking to. I know I need to follow up. And sometimes it can feel overwhelming. And I just want you to focus on the next step. So we're going to help each other make each day count. And with that, I want to show you guys, and some of this might be repetition, but I heard some people talking before we started this call, and I wanted to give some insight into the resources that we have available. So on boards, we have Team Legacy Peak only events, and there is a November calendar that goes over everything that we've got going on. And there's probably even some things that are happening that didn't make it on this calendar, because you know why? There are always events popping up in this community that are ready-made and things that you can plug into. So we already had the Wow and the Why and our incredible immune health event at Jeanette's last week. If I have some time, I would love to go over it and showcase. It was an incredible, very successful event. And then we already had the Jan Roberto talk, but I want to showcase this call is tomorrow evening. It's a medical panel. And I was on this call last year when they did it, and it was so rich, so impactful, whether you are a medical professional or not. But what I encourage you to do is think of someone in your life, maybe a customer, maybe a prospect, maybe a neighbor, someone that you know that is a medical professional, and tell them why you thought of them. Because number 1, they probably don't know that the Juice Plus community is very rich in medical professionals who share the mission of Juice Plus. So tell them why you thought of them, give them some compliments. I look up to you because I know you went to school for years and years and years to have this educational degree. And I thought of you because our wellness community is hosting this event. And I would love to take, I would love for you to listen in and just give me your feedback. So, validating them and their background, inviting them into this event. So that's going on tomorrow evening. I know we also have, which other one did you send me, Carrie? Oh, there's an income and impact call tonight. I'll have Julie add it to the board. That is a call all about the business with the pageants, and it's happening tonight. So I'm showing you guys these events because there's always ready-made events available for you. We have this local event next week at Carrie's house in Winsville, Missouri. It's our Friendsgiving.
It's this week.
Oh, this week.
Actually,
it's Thursday, 2 days from today.
2 days from today.
Yes, it's crazy. It's already that week. I keep thinking, oh my gosh. And then, of course, we have our team party at Jeanette's house on Friday, December 8th. And we have our Jingle Balls event on December 13th. So everything is in this folder. And what I want you guys to know is that you don't have to come to all of these. You don't have to show up to all of them, but pick a few and build into them really well. And then be inspired on how you can create the same for yourself. And then while I have this board up, I wasn't going to do this until the end of the call, but if you have your calendar out, while I have this up, save the dates. For January 26th and 27th, we have our St. Louis Regional in Chesterfield, Missouri. We're usually in Branson for Branson Boot Camp, but this is taking the place of that. And it is an incredible weekend. I know Julie Muse is heading up the event and putting together the lineup. And I went over it with her the other day. A few of us leaders did. And it is a really good lineup. Okay, maybe she needed to get a little burp out. All right, so that is what I have to share. I will pop this link to this Legacy Peak only boards into Facebook, into Voxer, so you guys have it. And I'll even try to pop it into this Zoom whenever I pass it off to Carrie in a few minutes. So ready-made events. Okay, so something I want to go over really quick before I hand it off to Carrie, because she's going to give us a really simple idea if you need to know how you can finish this month strong. But before I hand it off to her, I want to kind of recap what we talked about last week. Maybe you were on the call, maybe you weren't, but I think sometimes repetition is key. And when we hear things this week, maybe it resonates with us different than it did last week, or maybe you hear something a little bit different. If you didn't watch last week's team call, I highly recommend go back and watch it. We recorded it. It's on YouTube and it's also on Facebook. But there was a message from our new CEO, Travis Garza, and he talked all about the word imagine. So I want you guys so it's November 14th today, and I want you guys to imagine where you will be next November 14th, 2024, where you could be. Imagine where you will be as a leader. Will you be with us at the leadership conference in spring in Indianapolis? Imagine what Phoenix will look like next September with you and your team. Who can you bring with us? So I want you guys to stop and think about where you could be in a year from now if you leaned into this community, if you leaned into building your product belief, building your business belief, and doing these 5 simple action steps. And this is what Travis talked about last week. And I want to recap it because I think sometimes, even as leaders, we're like, oh, what can we talk about on the team call? What can we give to our teams? Well, let's focus on what we talked about last week, because it hasn't changed this week. It's still the same 5 action steps. And those action steps are connecting with new people, setting up appointment. He said at least once a week, setting an appointment up. And that can look like a 3-way call. That can look like meeting someone for a walk, meeting someone for coffee, getting someone on Zoom, setting up the event. Sometimes when you're going back and forth in a message with someone, you can answer their questions, but there's nothing as powerful as getting them on the phone or getting them face to face. So setting up the appointment, do a great presentation, he said. Maybe if you're brand new or newer in this community, that makes you nervous, but there's only one way to get better, and that's to practice. So get on boards, look at the different presentations, create your own presentation, but there's a lot that you can already plug into. And just practice, have someone listen, give you feedback. He said about a 15 to 20 minute presentation, and do a great presentation, and do it for a few friends. Ask some friends, I really want to practice my Juice Plus presentation. Would you be open to getting on Zoom with me? Because I want to practice, and maybe you could give me some feedback. So a lot of people will get on just to support you, and you can practice your presentation. Okay, the 4th thing he said is follow up. So of course, we're always planting seeds. I know I heard some ladies talking when I first popped on, Catherine and Desi, they just were talking about like, gosh, I was so close to getting someone to order. And, you know, I built their cart and they were right there and they said they wanted to order and they just didn't. Sometimes they just need a little tap on the shoulder. How many times have we gotten a link sent to us, or we know we need to order some things for around the house or something for Christmas, but we just haven't got around to it? Like, we all have things that we need to order. So don't feel bad following up and tapping them on the shoulder. We all need that reminder. And I hear time and time again in this business, people say, I don't want to be salesy. I don't want to be a salesperson. And at the end of the day, we do sell a product. But when you follow up with them, you show them that you are professional. I think if you just send someone a link once and then never follow up, I think that seems more salesy than sending that link and then following up and telling them, hey, I'm circling back around. I know life is crazy, but I would love to help you place your order. Or better yet, I would love to hop on the phone for 5 minutes and help you place your order. So schedule the appointment to get them on the phone. So follow up and then celebrate your success and celebrate your failures. I think that too many times we plant the seed, we think, okay, I told this person about it and then they don't order right away, or they said they were going to come to the event and then they didn't. That doesn't mean it's a failure. You guys, you're planting the seed, and all seeds take different times to harvest and, bear that fruit. So be mindful in the process. And I always, Carrie and Jeanette have always taught me, now I'm blanking. Something about the process. And
It was really profound what we taught her.
I'm gonna blame it on mom brain, but trust the process, right? Trust the process and enjoy the journey and lean into the vision. And I think sometimes these calls, if anything, help you fill that cup back up, you guys, because vision leaks even within the last 7 days of the last Tuesday team call. How many of you guys went and did those action steps? I know I did a few of those, but I could be better about setting up the appointment. So I'm preaching to myself here too, you guys. So I just love that these calls, I love that you guys are giving me support in this mom brain. I'm like, this thing that Carrie and Jeanette taught me, blank, crickets. Thanks for the love. I'm taking as many omegas as I can afford, y'all. So anyways, those are just some of the things that I wanted to go over. And then his main action step that he gave us is tonight going and sharing with 2 people. And maybe that looks like getting 2 people on the income and impact call tonight. Maybe it looks like inviting into any of those ready-made events that I just shared, but start with 2 people. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't make your list of your memory jogger and then say, I'll get to it this weekend. Go and invite those 2 people tonight. Go do it right now while you have this time set aside. So I am just inspired by those 5 simple action steps. If you want your team to do this, we have to lead by example. So whether you're brand new or you're leading a team of your own, we all have to be our best partners, right? We have to lead by example. So let's all encourage each other to do these 5 action steps. And then one last thing before I pass it off to Carrie is, I think it will let me share. I want to share my screen and share the immune health event that we did, or maybe if any of you guys, better yet, who was at the immune health event at Jeanette's. And I know I'm putting you guys on the spot, but if anyone wants to unmute their mic and share just what they loved from it. Basically, we tried a new kind of event. We're just switching things up. Because it's always fun to switch things up. Like I said earlier, the principle remains the same, but sometimes how we execute that principle changes. So what we did at Jeanette's is we had different stations. So when people came, they knew they were going to learn about immune health, and they knew they were going to learn about a little bit about Juice Plus, because we had that on the flyer. And we had a welcome station. And then we had a station where they could have an immune health shot. And Casey and I gave tips on winter wellness. We talked about the benefits of drinking water. And then we had a little shot of an immunity shot. And then there was a station on macros. There was a station on micros where they talked about the complete and the capsules. Jess and Julie did a station on the healthy starts, and there was a cute little grace tray. Julie Zilke shared her story. Jess shared her story, and they talked about how kids eat Juice Plus for free. And then I think that was it. And then on their way out, they got to fill out the card so that we could build them a cart. And then Julie talked to them a little bit about the business. I think it organically came up. A lot of people were asking about it. So if you were there, would you be open to unmuting yourself? I see that you're unmuted, Jeanette. Would you love to share just why you think it was a success and what you're excited about from it.
Okay. Well, I'm doing some intermittent fasting and I was starving. So I'm eating. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I saw you were unmuted. So I was like, oh, maybe she wants to talk about it.
No, but I'm going to share. Okay. So we had every single person, either all the new people, and I'm thinking there were 7 or 8, were either interested in the product and the business, but only one of them was interested in hearing about the business, but just wanted to be a customer. So I think we literally got 6, 7, or 8 new partners from this event. And we think it's because it was just so much more interactive. And each little table, people could talk and ask questions. And, I was just kind of floating around helping everyone. So it was easy, I thought, to set up. You do need a variety of people working at the tables. We had 2 at each table. But I really, whatever Julie said to them at the end was some kind of magic sauce. So they liked the inside. So then when they went to her, they, whatever she shared. And I think we had we had a house full. It was pretty awesome. So I'm excited that we're going to set up the Jingle Balls event in a similar fashion. So please invite to Jingle Balls. And then if you are coming, of course, we would love for you to bring some Jingle Balls to share. Okay. It was an amazing event, but a lot of people chipped in and worked on it. So thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. And I just want to piggyback off that because I know Carrie Hicks and Katie Dahl are in Wisconsin and they want to mimic the event. They already put the date on the calendar and you can customize it. I said, if you can rally some partners, even some sleepy partners or partners who haven't really shown up to things lately, just tell them, hey, we're having this immune health event and I would love to have your help. Would you want to run the snack table or the benefits of the water table? So getting people involved. Of course, a lot of us, I think there were a handful of, I think maybe 5 or 6 partners that played into this success of this event, but you can make it smaller. You don't have to have 5 stations. You can have 2 or 3 stations with 2 or 3 with 1 partner at each and just customize it to what you can do. It doesn't have to be a 6-station event or a 5-station event. Do what you can, make do with what you have. And then we have all of the resources available that we created for this event that you guys can have. So there was a QR code at the end that people scanned to get all of the things that they got at each table was housed into one QR code, which took them to a board. So I thought it was really fun. I thought the success of it was that people were walking around. We know that people's attention span gets shorter and shorter every year. And so people were able to ask questions. They didn't have, they weren't just sitting in the living room listening to one person talk the whole time. They got to ask questions, change topics every few minutes, and we just signed off on their card. And then you can do a giveaway, but you don't have to. You can build a cart for them. So anyways, I'll have Julie add some of that information to the Team Legacy Peak board. So it was pretty fun. And I think it was fun to see people so engaged. Like Casey and I had the first station, and I mean, people were like, yeah, tell us winter wellness tips. Like they were so engaged and so excited. People were like so excited, like little kids getting their cards signed and stamped. So it was fun just to do something different, switch it up. And it just felt more of a community event where people were involved, even like brand new people. So does anyone else want to share on that? Carrie, I know you were there, and Carrie's going to give us an awesome idea on how to make the most of the end of the month. Don't make my mom brain dead again. I'm going to pass it
Okay.
to you.
Okay. Pass it off. All right. I got you, girl. Okay. Well, I thought the immunity health event was awesome, but you might be thinking, okay, well, I don't have, 10 people to do an event with, and I don't even know where I would start. So that's okay. That's okay. You don't need to know that. If you want to do an event, employ your upline, employ your sidelines, do it together. Or here's another thought. Also, I wanted to just say, I don't think Julie had any magic words. She just actually, people were excited. And because they saw the community, because they saw so many of us together and excited and really saying the same thing, singing out of the same hymnal, right? Where it was welcoming and it was fun and it was interactive. People want to join a community like that. So they will be open and they will be more receptive and they will ask you. Okay, so don't think you have to have the magic words. I know Jeanette is probably like, I didn't mean that, but you know, here's the thing. Just say, you should come do this with us. Those are the magic words. Okay. The invitation to somebody is the magic word. And then, you know, you can go from there, because I don't think that she had all the pamphlets out. Okay. And her talk ready. She just had natural conversations. Okay. But what I wanted to transition to is, here we are in the 14th of the month. And we have, do you have a heightened sense of urgency? Anybody? $22 to partner, double sales profit. Okay. So, and we're going into Thanksgiving with a holiday coming up. So there's lots of urgency, and then there's also lots going on. So how do we maximize maybe not having an event to build into, or can't throw together an immunity health event? Well, here's what I'm doing with some of our partners is, number one, have a launch event. Okay. And what is a launch event? A launch event is just an invitation to come find out what somebody is up to. We talk about our company. We talk about why we do our mission, why we do what we do. We give them a soft introduction to the products, and we do not ask for the sale. Okay. A launch is just like a business opening. Now, you might think, well, you don't ask for the sale. No, but what we do is we have an event set up for them following the launch call. We can put the launch script on the live stream Facebook group, but so you create a flyer for them for a launch call. And then they bring their people on. So it's a way to talk to all their people at one time. So maybe this is their first exposure, and we're just softly introducing what this person got involved in. Then we created a Facebook event. Now you could do this a couple different ways, but we created a Facebook event for them to invite those that tell me more, that are saying, tell me more. Okay. So here's the sense of urgency. We're looking to help get those people who are ready. Maybe some of them won't be ready. They'll need more exposures, and that's fine. But we're looking for those people right now that are ready. So we're going to put them in the Facebook group. And or if you don't have people on Facebook, or you don't want to create a Facebook event, you can share I'm going to share my screen real quick. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Can you see that, Emily? The boards. Okay.
Oh, wait.
You can go. No. Okay. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Okay. Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you can go to boards. You can go to this JP resources and go. I know we kind of softly introduced this before. I don't know if anybody is doing this, but this section where it says JP pages. Okay. This is an awesome resource, you guys. Now there's a little bit of work that goes in behind it, but I think if we can do this for our new people, this is going to create really a lot of ease for them. So this is a page where you can enter. So it has the birth of Juice Plus, the proof of the research. And this, when somebody sends this link to somebody, this is how it shows up. Okay. Then there's this little video. I recommend the quad, the power of functional food. The quad gets started here. Okay. So when they click on this, this would take them when we put in a personalized link to that person's personalized Juice Plus page. Hold on, I'm going to try to go back. Okay, so, and then Trio, Duo, you can put those in, or you can eliminate those. Omegas, Healthy Starts for Families, but all of these links, and then here's the shakes, and here's the Perform, and there are different pages. Okay, so maybe this is too long, you don't want this. You can go back, and my computer's a little slow today for some reason, sorry. It's not.
I can share.
Doesn't want to cooperate. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to stop share. So you can create that page, have your person's link in there. So when they create their personalized Juice Plus website page, now here's the caveat. You have to copy the page, create a board for them, and then you can edit from there only on a computer, not from your phone. Okay. But once you do that, I mean, it really doesn't take long. It only takes a few minutes to do that. Then you can send them that board. That is their very own board. And then they can send that page out to their follow-up people. Super easy, like a condensed amount of information, education, and the links are right there for them to sign up. So has anybody done this yet?
I have.
You have. Okay. And have you sent it to your person? Tell us a little bit about.
Well, you just gave me a good idea. I've never created it for a brand new person, maybe just once. And so I'm like, ooh, I have like 4 new partners from the last couple months. So maybe I'll just go create a page for them. I know this can be overwhelming if you've never done it before, but once you get the hang of it, it's actually really clickable and customizable. So just go in there. And if you also just don't have any, you're like, okay, I don't even know where to start. Just text your upline and say, okay, I want to.
Yeah.
I do.
You guys, this is not hard. It's really not hard. It just takes a little bit of time, but I promise you, if you do it for your new people, they're going to have this resource in their pocket and it's super powerful. Okay. So this, and this could be done all the time when you have a new partner. I really think it's one of those tools that is worthy of your time in creating for your new partner, because they will always have this personalized link to send for this page. And this is kind of, 21st century, the way people want to receive information and learn. They sometimes won't come to the Zoom. They won't get on a Facebook page, but if you send them a little tutorial, link where they can read or watch videos, and then they can click on the link right there and enter their information, boom. It's like a one-stop shop. Okay. So that's my idea for, from now until the end of the month. Launch calls are great. Facebook events are great. You could do a Zoom, you could do a Zoom immunity health event where you bring on your uplines or a sideline, and somebody talks about the micronutrition, somebody talks about the macronutrition, and then you send them some samples. Okay. That's another thing you can do. So we're saying, here's my message to you. Get creative right now. Because we do have urgency, and when we get urgent, our people get urgent. Okay. If we're laying back and we're not, like throwing, oh my gosh, well, what if we did this? Well, what if we did that? Because we really want to help you capture that double sales profit. They're not going to have a sense of urgency. They don't even know what to do. But your sense of urgency is going to get them excited, right? Okay. So if you have questions, we'll try to put all the resources we talked about on the live stream on the Facebook group. Okay. Reach out to your upline, brainstorm with them. And I want to leave you with this. Emily, you got anything to say to close this up?
Yeah, take it.
Okay. I'm going to leave you with this. Somebody yesterday shared with us on one of our marketing directors calls, this really cute poem, and I love it. And we're going to pop this in the Facebook live stream for you to use for yourself. But she sent this out to all her customers, and I just thought it was the cutest. And just like that, it's already November. So many things I hope we will remember. As the air turns crisp and a new season gives way, may we count our many blessings every single day. May we show love and kindness to others, for we know not what they face. And may we take good care of ourselves and be quick to extend grace. I'm thankful that you are a customer of mine, but more importantly, I believe this is true. If your body could speak in words how it feels, I just know it would say thank you too. May your last few months of 2023 be filled with good health and time spent with loved ones. Love, Carrie. So we'll pop that on if you guys want to use that to send out to some customers. I just thought that was the cutest little poem ever, and really just shows that you're thinking about your people and appreciate them. Okay, guys,